Architects often get value engineered by their clients mid-project on flooring. What's the real cost of downgrading from a quality engineered wood to a cheaper alternative beyond just aesthetics and looking good?
So you're right. Initially, the looks can be very deceptive. From a sample or something, you see that it all looks the same. But जब question आता है budget का, and then there are sometimes genuine constraints from the clients. कि अच्छा ठीक है, we don't want to spend as much, or we overspent something initially. We thought कि कम लगेंगे पैसे, but उसमें ज़्यादा लग गए उनके पैसे. So downgrade करने का नुकसान क्या है? So basically, once again, we are talking about wood. As a material, it moves, expands, contracts. That's what we were discussing. So अब the more we are compromising on the quality, the more we are compromising, the more possibility that the overall कुछ समय बाद वो सारे जो differences हैं आपको दिखने शुरू कर देंगे. Right? ठीक है, the gaps may be there. You're not invested in very good core structure. ऊपर से तो आपको wood दिख रही है, that's fine. जो नीचे का जो part है, that is also equally important. Something happens, so it'll react more to changes in the environment than maybe a very good quality material. So it's just like that, material के अंदर compromise होगा तो कहीं ना कहीं से वो दिखेगा. So a better way could be, for example, आप you decide कि अच्छा ठीक है मेरे को engineer लगाना है, बहुत बढ़िया, ठीक है, that's your initial plan. But for some reason now you see कि अच्छा ठीक है we don't want to spend as much. So one possibility could be कि हम सस्ते वाले engineer में चले जाएं without really getting into the depth के like how are we, like what are the compromises we are making, ठीक है. So then if you think that you've done your study and you think that even though by cutting cost you're still getting a good material, that's totally fine. Otherwise you could upgrade yourself to the top quality laminate, for example, or any other suitable material. So rather than going beyond a certain level in terms of quality, better to switch a material and buy the highest over there. This is one way to handle it. एक तरीका और भी हो सकता है, for example, आपका पूरा घर बन रहा है, maybe the guest rooms can be laminate or some other material like that, and आपका जो master bedroom है, you still invest a good quality engineered over there. अब engineered में initially आप सोच रहे थे कि herringbones करते हैं, chevrons करते हैं या square tiles pattern करते हैं, you plan to do some intricate borders or inlays and all that. So वो ना करके we go with straight planks, right? So उसमें हमारी wastage भी कम जा रही है. We still have a good material. So there are ways to kind of, so if you discuss with the vendor you're working with, they'll be able to guide you on this.
So it's like a mix of sometimes laminate to engineer to different patterns of...
Yeah, maybe switching a material, maybe switching the formats, maybe switching the kind of installation you're doing. So there could be a way to, without compromising on the durability and उस aspect को, तब भी cost को कम लाया जा सकता है.
Import duty, supply chain, European sourcing. How has the landed cost of premium wood products changed over, let's say, last 3-4 years? And how should architects be factoring that into their project timelines and budgets today?
So what we are seeing is one of the major changes that have been there is the depreciation of Indian rupee versus US dollar. Because since the materials are being imported and they are priced in US dollar or euro mainly, right? And we've been seeing that there's an average 3 to 4% kind of a depreciation of US dollar versus Indian rupee on an annual basis. So as a designer, if you're kind of working on a project right now and you see the timeline that ye ghar ban raha hai, it's a large house and it's going to be finishing, like maybe take 2 years, 3 years to kind of finish, or maybe 4 years depending on that. So at least your imported materials ka jo part hai, you could factor in that every year kind of the delay the purchase, it is going to go down by, get more expensive by 3 to 4% broadly. Now this is a broad trend that has been going on in this depreciation. During this current situation, the wartime, the US dollar from like 87 to it's like 93 rupees right now within like, a very short span of time. This is all I'm talking about a month and a half, something like that. So it has been moving so fast there. So ये typical, these are not like standard kind of a situation, but nonetheless, ये जो factors हैं, they can come in and increase the cost of your material. Other than that, since India is quite an import-led economy, a lot of products that we import, particularly oil and fuel. तो अगर कोई जैसे ऑयल के अंदर पर्टिकुलरली प्राइस का हाइक आता है, तो क्या होता है उसका इम्पैक्ट सीधा ये है कि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन महंगी हो रही है आपकी, ठीक है. जितने भी प्रोडक्ट्स के अंदर इंटरमीडिएटरी है, पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स, वो सबकी कॉस्ट बढ़नी शुरू हो जाएगी. जैसे अभी फर्टिलाइजर्स हैं, यू विल स्टार्ट टू सी ऑल दिस इम्पैक्ट हैपनिंग. वी ऑलरेडी आर गेटिंग ईमेल्स फ्रॉम सप्लायर्स ऑल अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड सेइंग दैट दिस हैज गॉन अप, दैट हैज गॉन अप, फ्रेट्स आर गोइंग क्रेजी, all that. So for a designer to kind of project के 2-3 साल बाद क्या इम्पैक्ट होएगा, these are the certain things like at least आप करेंसी डिप्रिसिएशन का तो लेके चलें कि तीन अगर बच गए पैसे तो that's great if it doesn't happen, but broadly that's something that you could kind of look at. Then the additional cost of all these factors on the local inflation. So for example, आज आप budget कर रहे हैं but the labor cost 3 years down the line might be different, right? There could be other input costs. So जैसे like wood floorings लगा रहे हैं, there may be some other intermediaries, कोई हम जो local products बना रहे हैं या कोई metal के parts हैं, they also could be. So factoring in, I think on a 4-5% increase, kind of a baseline thing on a material on a per year basis would be something that you should at least factor in.